Hello, beautiful. How are you, my loves? How are you doing? I hope everything is wonderful, as easy and fun, just like it's supposed to be. In today's video, I want to talk about flirting, the art, the skill, the art, the mood, the psychology that allows you to have that fun, ease, and playfulness with men and with life itself. Hi there, my name is Olga and welcome back to my channel. Many women, of course, think that flirting is something about dirty or about manipulation. Oh my gosh, how am I going to flirt? I am a serious career woman, right? Or expect that a man should flirt. Ladies, no, no, and no. Flirting is not about getting a man, is not trying to impress anyone, is not about, obviously, it is not about inviting anyone to bed. It is about you being at ease, having fun, enjoying yourself first of all, and consequently inviting other people, opportunities, and men into your life for a high value woman that you are, who has her own extraordinary life, who is independent, who has everything. Because for a woman, the most important thing is to be self-sufficient, not being needy of someone to come and to fix her or fix her life. Flirting is all about ease. It's all about you having fun, because ladies, it's so much fun. Ease, playfulness, humor, mystery. Most important thing when it comes to flirting is eye contact, of course. When you are going out into the world and you are in yourself, inside of yourself, in your head, not looking at people, not noticing men, not noticing the outside world, you are in your own head, you're in your own problem. And there is nothing fun, there's nothing extraordinary that is in your head that will allow you to bring those opportunities, fun, pleasure, ease into your life. So being a little bit more extroverted, making eye contact with people is number one thing, are your eyes. Also, they say that eyes are the heart of your soul. So it's also important to look in the eyes of other people, specifically in men, right? Just for you to even decide, do I even like looking into your eyes? Right? And if you do, then making your eye contact a little bit longer, making it inviting and warm, have a feeling and have this intention that you can approach me. It's okay. It's safe here. So eye contact is all about safety. Eye contact, warm, inviting, looking sometimes a bit longer, but confidently provoking eye contact. But it also depends on situations. It all depends on the settings. It all depends on your mood. But again, if you are going to allow yourself to not to show up, not go out in the world and be open to new opportunities, inviting opportunities into your life, so eye contact will definitely help you to break a little bit of the ice, to break that wall that is between you and the other person. And you don't think just because you made an eye contact. If later on you find out that no, this is not for you, then you obviously don't go to owe anything to anyone. Another thing is also your connection with your own body. When you are in contact, in a good contact with your own body, the way you walk, you're confident, the way you walk, the way your shoulders are, how you sometimes fix your hair, maybe touch your nose, your smile, right? Your facial expressions, smiling, of course, not like you are overly having fun or anything like that, but just simple, nice, inviting smile. You know yourself, you are connected to yourself, you live from your heart, which is the womb, right? And not your brain, not the logic. Yes, of course, I know we use brain for logic analysis, solving problems, but as a woman, her state, her inner state is everything. So your pleasure, right? Your own rhythm, living from your own rhythm, having your own energy, not be dependent on other people, being in your own rhythm. You don't need to directly answer all the questions that people men can ask you, right? Leaving a little bit of a mystery, creating a little bit of space to be unsaid. Flirting is also about evoking strong emotions, and love is all about emotions. When a woman lives from logic, when she brings a lot of logic into the relationships, into the dating, into her communication with men, what it does, it kills emotions. And love is all about feelings and emotions. Flirting is what allows you to evoke those emotions, to spark in interest, allowing a man to pursue you, to wanting him to get to know you. So living in your rhythm, it's not about the looks, it's about your inner state. Because men don't fall in love with you, they are falling in love in that juicy magnetic state that you have and that men want to be a part of. You are self-sufficient, you are already happy, and you have amazing, good relationship with yourself, with your body. You have your own things that you love doing, and you, the one who choose and decide if someone can have access to the life that you've created. We talked about eye contact, being in your own rhythm, in your own energy, not trying to be dependent on anyone, not trying to be liked and approved, right? Not looking for validation and search confirmations from other people. Another thing is voice. You can create a contrast like flirting. Flirting is the game of polarities. It's about creating the emotions, invoking the emotions, right? And you can do that with your voice. You can make a contrast, which is deeper, right? Deeper voice. You can be being more relaxed, being more at ease. Of course, you cannot be relaxed if you're not at ease. If you are constantly thinking about your problems and thinking that life is hard. Who said that life have to be hard? When you have an inner belief, inner state that I am at ease, life is easy, wondering why is everything come to me with ease? Life is just the reflection of you, of your inner blueprint. And man also is your mirror. So if you believe that life is hard, that finding true love is hard, that being with high value or meeting high value provider man is hard, then it can be. However, when you're in a blueprint, you're in a belief that life is ease, I am at ease, everything comes with ease, everything I do it with pleasure, ease, then man can feel that you are in that juicy magnetic energy, that you have that magnetic aura around you, that you are like a Wi-Fi, and everyone and opportunities want to be part of your world. So voice, right, also can create that contrast: high, low, deep voice, right? Being relaxed, being at ease, receiving more pleasure in life, receiving compliments. Let's talk about compliments. How do you react to compliments? When someone come to you, when a man come to you and gives you a compliment, or other people when they come to you and give you a compliment, how do you react? Most women react in the way that prove themselves. For example, I am saying to the woman, to another woman who I admire and want to make her feel good, and I say, you look so gorgeous, you look so beautiful. And instead of just accepting the compliment, usually what a woman does, she says, oh, please, no, what are you talking about, or something like that. Or when you are noticing something nice, an accessory, dress, a shoes, and again you make a compliment, say something like, oh, it's old, or it's not a big deal. Simply saying thank you, simply saying I appreciate it, or saying, it's a pleasure, know how to make me feel good, or I'm glad you've noticed this about me, or I'm glad that you're the one who noticed it. Right? Again, being at ease, reacting to compliments in a positive way, right? When someone is being open and they want to give you that feeling, they want you to feel good, simply accept it. Ladies, women is about receiving. It's our nature is made that way, that man gives and we receive. And when men come to you, your communication, and gives you compliment, simply saying thank you is enough. Another thing is giving compliments to a man, being able to compliment men for their qualities or for their efforts, for their action, or maybe just about their, again, accessories, shirts, hats, anything. Men love compliments too. They work hard, they do everything to create, to build, to they are hardworking, right? And they create those resources to bring to you, to share with you. And they do everything for us. This world is for us. Again, when you are open, when you're not trying to be all closed and, oh, I am such a queen, of course you are. But who said that a queen cannot give compliments and allow a man to feel like a lion, to feel like a king? Not overly doing something to, like, let's say, a guy takes you on a date in this place, you simply thanking him for it after the date is enough. You don't need to go over and over again and again. Always feel when to start, when to stop, when to give him space, when to get to know you more, right? Not to create a little bit of a mystery, right? Not telling your whole life story in the first time you meet a guy, necessarily directly answering all the questions. So, like, for example, if a man asks you, what do you do? And you are start saying everything about what role you have in a company, what do you do, type of reports you create, and all of those things, and you are pretty much turning the conversation or turning a date into a lecture. And then no wonder men fall asleep on a date and then never want to go on a second date. So creating a bit of a mystery, right? And giving him a space to want to come back to you, to want to have you more, to want to get to know you more. Also, ladies, vulnerability, being able to be strong but be vulnerable at the same time, not being afraid to ask for help, Sometimes being open about your feelings. High value woman, she doesn't act upon those feelings. She is looking what actions, the efforts that the guy does toward her. But when it comes to flirting, being able to be vulnerable, right? Yes, I understand that so many women are afraid or won't ask any help from men because they think that he is going to think you're not independent, or why is she asking me? Couldn't, like, she's silly, couldn't she do that herself? Who cares what other people are going to think? Being vulnerable allows you to again have um, a man feel that you are the human, that you are a woman, you have feelings and emotions. Being vulnerable, being open, sometimes being able, like I said, to ask for help, even if you can do it yourself. The whole world is for you, and a good, generous man will always help you. Also, of course, it's having your standards and boundaries. You can be open, you can be playful, you can be at ease. But if someone starts pushing you towards certain things that you're not comfortable yet, then having your own standards and boundaries is not going to make a man pull away or forget about you. And if it will, then it's good because you have filtered out someone who is not good for you. But having those standards and boundaries is actually what will make him be more interested in you, right? So when someone's trying to push you for things that you don't want to do yet, that you're not comfortable with, then saying about it again in a nice, you don't have to be aggressive or anything about it, will make a huge difference in your communication with men. And this is what I go over in one of my master classes. It's called No More 50-50, where we talk about the right feminine and masculine dynamics, and how to be the woman who receives more, and how to activate that hunters and provider instinct in men in my No More 50-50 masterclass. In so many situations, women choose men according to the chemistry, according to feelings, to just the chemistry that they have. Unfortunately, chemistry is not enough. It's not what going to create and sustain long-term relationships where you are fully taken care of, where men want to create, share, and bring the resources for you, for his woman, how to be that woman who receives. You can grab and find out more in my No More 50-50 masterclass, which I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Another thing that will also help you to be in your ease, have more fun, and attract more opportunities and generous, kind man into your world is appreciation. Just being in that gratitude state, appreciate everything that comes into your life. If you are always just taking, but not giving, the world, the system doesn't notice you. However, when you are giving, when you are again in that open state where you also want to give, not just take, being open and giving your smile, your energy, you bring so much into this world. Saying thank you to something that comes with ease into your life. Like, for example, if you're watching my video, the least that you can do to say thank you is to subscribe to the channel, give a like, or comment it, because this is how the energy exchange works. That it also is going to inspire me to create more for you, to share my energy, which I value a lot. Thank you so much, my beautiful ladies. I'm wishing you to be the happiest woman in your world. I wish you so much happiness, love, pleasure, beautiful opportunities, being at ease, love yourself unconditionally, and to allow the world and man to love you unconditionally. All right, ladies, love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.